Hey guys, today let us discuss about projectile motion. In our previous videos, we have already discussed on how to apply these kinematic equations to the horizontal motion and vertical motion of objects. What happens when an object has both these types of motions? An object would move along a curved path in this type of scenario under the influence of gravity. We refer this type of motion as projectile motion.
Fire in the hole!
If you fire a cannonball from a cannon at an angle to the horizontal, it would reach some distance in the horizontal direction and some distance in the vertical direction and hit the particular target away from the cannon.
We already understood if an object experiences projectile motion, it would move in a curved path or a parabolic path. The important thing that we need to understand is that the horizontal motion and the vertical motion are independent of each other. What this means is that we can use the kinematic equations with the horizontal motion and the vertical motion separately. So guys, the horizontal motion would correspond to the x coordinates of the object, whereas the vertical motion would correspond to the y coordinates of the object. Let us take these two golf balls to do a small demonstration. We assume that this particular golf ball is moving with a horizontal velocity in this particular direction, whereas this golf ball is dropped at the same height under free fall. Let's do the demonstration and observe what happens.
As both fall from the same height, they would reach the surface at the same instant or the same time.
We observe that both these golf balls would reach the ground at the same instant. This is because it is independent of the horizontal velocity which this particular ball initially had in this direction. So guys, what you observed is that this particular golf ball would move in a projectile motion, whereas this golf ball would move in a vertical motion.
Let us consider this example to get a better understanding on what we have discussed until now. We have a person on top of a cliff. He throws a drill in a projectile motion 30 degrees to the horizontal with the initial velocity of 20 meters per second. The distance from the ground or the surface to the hand of the person where he throws the drill is 15 meters. The questions we need to answer is how long will the drill be in air before it contacts with the surface of the ground, and how far from the cliff will it land. In order to find solutions for these two questions, we need to first relate the motion in the x direction and the y direction. The time in the air depends on the y direction or the vertical motion. The drill would come to complete stop when it reaches the ground in the projectile motion. It is independent from the horizontal velocity whether it is 0 or a large number. The distance from the initial position of the drill to the final position where it lands depends on the horizontal velocity. The time in air also depends on this factor. Once it hits the ground, it cannot travel any further in a projectile motion. The velocity here, which is the initial velocity u, can be splitted to the x direction and the y direction. When we consider the horizontal velocity, it is a constant when we neglect the air resistance. However, the maximum vertical velocity would be at the initial position where he throws the drill from his hand. You can find that from the component u sin 30. The minimum velocity would be at the peak position. Here, the drill would come to an instantaneous rest, so the velocity would be 0. After that, it would fall under gravity. Thereby, the velocity would negatively increase in this direction. We have already learned how to split these components in our previous videos. So the horizontal direction would be u cos 30, whereas the vertical direction would be u sin 30 to find the velocities in the particular directions. Now let us find the solutions for the two questions we had initially. The first question was, how long was the drill in air before it contacts on the surface or the ground? When we apply the equation S is equal to ut plus half at squared to the vertical motion, we can obtain that the time is equal to 3 seconds. Now let us look at how we can simplify it down. The displacement from the hand of the person to the ground is 15 meters. We consider the vertical motion upwards as the positive direction. Thereby the displacement is minus 15 because the displacement is in the downward direction, which is equal to 20 times sine 30. This is because we have the vertical component of the initial velocity as 20 sine 30 times time simple t plus half times minus 10, which is the acceleration due to gravity. Because we consider the positive direction as the vertically upward direction, we have a minus 10 because the acceleration due to gravity is in the downward direction, times t squared, t is the time. After simplification, we can obtain that minus 3 is equal to 2t minus t squared. When you simplify this quadratic equation down, we can obtain that t minus 3 times t plus 1 is equal to 0. We can obtain that t is equal to plus 3 or minus 1. But the time can never be a negative value. Hence we can prove that the time it takes to reach the ground is 3 seconds after it is being thrown up initially in a projectile motion. The next question that we need to answer is that how far from the cliff will the drill land when it is been initially projected with an angle 30 degrees to the horizontal with the initial velocity u, which is equal to 20. When we consider the equation S is equal to ut plus half at squared to the horizontal motion to the x direction, we can obtain that the displacement would be 51.96 meters to the right. We can look at the simplification as follows. The displacement S would be equal to 20 times cos 30 because we consider the horizontal component, which is the x direction. This is cos 30 times time simple t. We know that cos 30 is equal to root 3 over 2. So from simplification we can obtain that the displacement is 30 root 3. So the final solution we can obtain for the distance from the cliff to the point it lands is 51.96 meters to the right.
Projectile motion is a bit complicated than just horizontal motion or vertical motion. But if you guys know how to split the components of these vectors to the x direction and the y direction, you guys can easily solve problems under projectile motion. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have a nice day.